That's enough for today. So one of my favorite places to go to find good old wood is in an old barn. And I think I found something that will work. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeehaw! Whoa! Don't forget to check out the deals at the pallet stores. I found this one right here. It was 25 bucks and they had them 50% off. So I got it for like $12.50. We got our post here that we got from the barn. Now we're going to figure out how tall we want the post to be. So before I cut any off, I'm going to go ahead and make the top part and then determine how much I want to cut off, because once you cut, you can't go back. My mailbox is 14 inches tall. I want my bottom of my mailbox to come to about right here, so I want that about 8 inches to stick above the mailbox. So in measuring that, I determined to cut down to 24 inches. Now that I'm at 24 inches, I'm going to make what is called a square notch. The square notch is going to go halfway through on the vertical post and then the horizontal post. So here we go. So what we have to do is we have to set our skill saw where it's only going to cut halfway through this post. So I went ahead and pre-adjusted this where it's only going to cut halfway through. Here we go. So we're going to cut multiple times all the way to 4 inches. We're going to cut several little slots in this post, and I'll show you why. So with the multiple cuts, we're able to notch out the post. You can take a simple flathead screwdriver or a chisel and clean up the post. Okay, once we get it cleaned out, we're going to take our other post, lay it across and notch it the same way. Let's get our other post. This to stick out about 9 inches beyond the post. So I went ahead and made my square notch for the horizontal piece. I got my saw set. We're going to notch it the same way. Here we go. daddy used to build log houses. So he notched a lot of boards. He notched a lot of posts. My daddy used to build log houses. So I watched him notch a lot of posts. Where's that big screwdriver?
You actually need somebody to hold the post.
Huh?
Actually need somebody to hold it.
Oh, you can hold it. I'm not going to video all of it.
I just want to always make that face.
What face was I making? Oh, wow. When I was cutting?
Yes, it was hilarious. I had to walk away.
What's I like?
Yes, yes, you were.
That's the kind of face you make when you don't wear safety glasses.
I was wondering if you
Are you videoing this?
Yes, I am. Yes, I left it on.
I do have someone helping me here. This is actually her mailbox post. We have our 2 notches. We're going to see if this fits together. And it does. So now what we need to do, we measured the mailbox, it's 2 feet deep. So we're going to measure 2 feet and then cut this off. And the reason I went ahead and left this full length is it's easier to notch with the post full length. Next we're going to cut an angle. So when your mailbox sits on top, it's a little bit of an angle right here just to give it some character. So if you're using a miter saw, the great thing about a miter saw is you can change the angle. So we're going to move it to, I think, 45 degrees. I'll lock it down there. And I'm just going to cut the very end off.
I turned it off, so you need to turn it back on.
We want to make sure we have this at a perfect right angle, so use your speed square as a guide. I'm going to go ahead and pre-drill because I just love to pre-drill when I'm using screws. Now it's time to head out to the road. This is
It
treated.
wasn't quite time to head to the road. We have to put the brakes on first. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Okay, so the homeowner says we need a brace. I kind of agree with her. So we're going to put a brace on. This is some free lumber I actually got from Lowe's. Always check out their free lumber section. And that's called by asking. So instead of determining all these fancy angles, the best way is just lay it on here and mark it. Does that look good to you?
Looks perfect.
Pre-drill. With the right drill. So here's her post. She's fixing to take her down. Go ahead, Jax. Show them what you're made of. You made that look too easy.
Sorry.
You got any mail?
Huh?
Do you have any mail?
Nope. Checked it before.
You can do it.
I don't like him.
This may be a two-person job. Set her post in the ground. This is why you don't want to cut it off until you got your hole dug. A standard mailbox needs to be about 40 inches from the ground. So let's figure out how much we need to cut off. Okay, it's about 51 inches high. We want it to be about 40. So we're going to cut off about 10 inches. This post. And cut off about 12 inches. Do lots of editing. The great thing about an iPhone is it has a level in it. So what we're going to do, we're going to stand this post up. I've got a little bit of gravel. We'll go ahead and put it around each side. Level it this way. Perfect. Little quickcrete. Little gravel. Little water. Little quickcrete. Little gravel. Little water. All right, we cut some 2x6s to put at the bottom of our mailbox as a plate to set the mailbox on. I'm just gonna tack these on, put the mailbox on it just to see if it's gonna fit before I screw them down permanently. Okay, now that you've got your plate on, your mailbox fixed down, you have several holes to choose from, so you're just going to pick a few. I like to pre-drill. All right. All we got to do now is stain it.